Hello everyone. Hope everyone had a great week, a meaningful Shavuos. Thank you so much for everyone who participated in the Makor's all-night Shavuos learning. It was a great event and it was a great moment to see so many of you together studying and learning and accepting the Torah. In this week's Torah portion that we're going to read tomorrow, Parshat Naso, the Torah teaches us about the Nazir, the individual who decides that he's going to refrain from drinking wine, participating in any product from grapes. He doesn't cut his hair. And the Torah tells us some mixed messages in regards to the Nazir. On the one hand, the Torah tells us that he's a Kodesh. He's a holy individual. Because here's this Nazir, this Nazirite, who saw the dangers of what wine can do to someone. He saw the adulterous woman who was entrapped through becoming intoxicated, and he decided that he's going to refrain from drinking wine. It seems like a very lofty decision for him to make. And that's why the Torah calls him a Kodesh, someone who's holy. And yet, at the end of the process, as he's about to end his status as a Nazir, the Torah tells us that he brings a Korban Chatas, a sin offering. And the question that the commentators deal with is, why is the Nazir bringing a sin offering? What did he do wrong? What sin did the Nazir do? And one of the answers that's given is that the Nazir's mistake was that rather from refraining from wine, rather than removing wine from his diet, rather than saying, I'm no longer going to drink wine, rather what he should have done was to elevate the wine, was to use the wine for good purposes. He saw the Sota woman, he saw this adulterous woman use wine for destruction, and instead of trying to escape and not drink wine at all, rather what he should have done was to elevate the wine, was to use the wine for lofty purposes. Because the truth is that's really what this world is all about. We are told as Jews that our purpose is not to abstain from physicality, but to elevate it, to use the physical world to bring us closer to Hashem. And what the Nazir should have done was to elevate the wine, was to use the wine for holy purposes, for Kiddush, for Shabbos, for Yom Tov. And his mistake was that he felt that the best way of getting closer to Hashem was through abstinence, was through abstaining from wine. Whereas what he really should have done was to use the wine for lofty purposes. And that's why he is called the Chote, he is called the sinner. And the message that it's sending to all of us is that the world that we live in, all of the physical pleasures that surround us, the goal shouldn't be that we abstain from them, but rather that we use them for the right purposes. We use them as a tool to bring us closer and closer to Hashem. Shabbat Shalom.